Can you put them on? Okay. Hello? Let's just say I have a particular set of skills. Why did he hang up? I was just about to ask for a job. What is wrong with these people?
3, 2, 1.
Ready for liftoff, super Daniel rocket. Ready for liftoff, super Daniel rocket. He's ready to go to review movies and shows and other stuff too. And sometimes the lack of food and our fantasy that really gets crazy. He brings you the skits as well as the short films because he's super Daniel rocket. Get ready for it. Oh, come on, Liam Neeson. My headphones isn't that bad. Oh, hey guys and gals, it's me, Super Rocket, and welcome back to another movie review. Today we're going to be reviewing, of course, The Marksman. I saw a little ad for this movie on my Instagram, and since I don't really know what to review this month in the terms of, movies and such, I decided, hey, why not review this? So, of course, as always, we're going to start off with a non-spoiler review, and then we're going to go on to some spoilers. So the plot is there's this guy named Jim Hansen with an A. There you go. He was a former Marine and is now a rancher at the Arizona/Mexican border. But this peaceful existence doesn't last long when he has to protect a boy who's on the run from a vicious cartel. That kind of sounds like a description on Google, doesn't it? Or if you want to summarize it more briefly, there's this old guy and he needs to protect this young boy from some bad guys and bring him to a safe house. It's a plot that you might have seen in other movies beforehand, but they do try to make something different with this, but not too different. Yeah, that's the thing about this movie. I kind of feel like the people who made this are aware of the borders that they have here. They can't really go that much with this movie. They can't go crazy with the ideas and whatnot. So they have to work within the borders, and I think they're doing it pretty well in this movie. I don't think there's anything that seems a bit odd because I feel like if they try to go a bit out of the border, things kind of might get a bit complicated with the story. So I'm glad they try to find a way to just stick within the borders they have, the limitations basically. I feel like if you want some kind of compelling story to watch and you don't want your mind to kind of get tired, you want your mind to relax throughout the whole thing and be able to understand the whole concept of the plot easily, I think this is the movie for you. You can just sit back and relax and you can easily understand it. And yeah, it will be a nice time, a fun time. But it's not going to be like a very entertaining movie. I think the entertainment part of the movie isn't the biggest priority for them. It's kind of on the light side. There are some fun parts where, it can be a bit enjoyable, like, the interactions between Jim Hansen and the kid he's trying to protect. But yeah, that's going to be the majority of it. The action's alright, but you're not going to see much of it though, to be honest with you. And that's basically how I can describe this movie without, spoiling anything. It's a nice, fun, simple story to watch in the cinema. Although the key word there being cinema, because I don't think things will gonna go well if you just watch it on a DVD. I don't think you're gonna miss out on anything. Like I missed the movie, I gotta go get the DVD and watch it. I don't think you'll be missing out on anything crazy or whatnot if you don't watch it in the cinema. But at the time you're in right now, if there's not much movie for you to watch and you want to watch something nice and relaxing in the cinema, this is your movie. Of course, since the non-spoiler review is out of the way, let's get into some spoilers, shall we? Cue the spoiler warning. So to start off, let's talk about the story in depth, I guess you can say, because of course we're now in spoiler warning territory here. I actually really like what they were trying to do with the story because, of course, the reason why Jim Hansen wanted to help this kid out because he got a lot of money from the mom who, of course, died. But the thing is, he already has the money with him in the car, and of course, he already sent the kid to the police office to, bring him to whatever the police wants to do with him. But of course, he won't be safe from the cartel that much from them. But you realize that he could have just taken the money. He doesn't need to go and pick up the kid again and bring him back to his family and whatnot. But he did it, even though he already has the money. So you can already tell that there's something going on there that's more than just him doing it because of the money. And then later on, of course, we find out that there is some parallels between the kid and himself, because Jim Henson also lost a loved one as well, which of course is his wife. So he can relate to this kid, and it makes him want to help him out even more. So yeah, I really like what they were trying to do here. He find out about it later on when he got his dog killed and he thinks it's not worth it, and then yeah, he realized that yeah, there's more to this. He's not doing it just for the money. And I really like that. It's very simple, but it's very effective actually. I really like it. So yeah, with a story like this, you also get to appreciate all the little things, like the lighting and coloring of this film. I think it really works well for this film, because you kind of see it. It's all like bright and stuff, but you can see a lot of dark shades of gray in there in most of the scenes, and I kind of see this as kind of representing that, you know, this is a kind of a peaceful world, but without you knowing it, it kind of blends in the background. There's a lot of shady people out there, so yeah, I think it really works well for this movie. I also really like the music in this film. It's definitely not that catchy though, but yeah, it's not iconic like the Avengers theme, but what it has going for it is that it allows you to get immersed into, you know, the world that you're about to enter, the world you're about to watch. And that's something I always like to see when I always go to the cinemas, that the movie can allow you to immerse yourself into this new world. So I'm glad the music was able to do that for me. Although there are some odd stuff about this movie, like the shot where the kid just runs into the forest and stops and the camera just moves around him, and then it transitions to another shot of the camera moving around him. I know it's a bit jarring. And then of course there's the main bad guy who they were trying to do like a little story where he never really got a choice for what he wanted to be, what he wanted to do. But they were trying to hint at it at like later in the beginning of the movie, like he saw like a lady in a car, and then there's a guy going, "Can I help you?" And then he goes into the car and just leaves. I think they were trying to hint at that kind of past from that little scene, but it's not that clear. Maybe they could have just done something like, or maybe there's a guy who was able to get the job he really wanted, he's so happy, or maybe just a happy family. Something like that would have been better than, you know, what is presented in this film. So overall, I think the movie's pretty alright. It's not the best movie in the world, and I don't think I'll be going back to it anytime soon. But I think they were trying to just make like a nice, easy, simple to understand story. And if that's not the objective, at least this movie has that going for it, am I right? So and that's pretty much it for this review. So with that said, alright guys and gals, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. As for what's next, I'm probably going to review another movie, probably Raya, I guess you can say, because that's going on in the moment, so maybe I'll watch it. I'm a bit interested in it, so yeah, who knows, we might go to that in the next video, or maybe something else, who knows, maybe a Daniel archive video, we'll see. So until then, rock it on. Today I'm gonna do something new and walk this way. But do you know what would make this the best movie of 2021 instantly? If Liam Neeson kept the straw hat. Yeah. I know, yeah, this is a recording after I finish watching Raya the Last Dragon, so yeah, I guess we're reviewing that next, so yay!